Hello Aquarius, welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. If Aquarius is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your tarot card reading. Remember to hit the like button, leave a comment. Consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. It is totally free, it doesn't cost anything. If there's something you would like me to pray over or meditate upon or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger. And I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And remember, Aquarius, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And a Queen of Wands. Very nice. Very strong and robust energy. Very assertive, very confident. Can be a little bit challenging, right? But has a soft spot. They really mean well, right? This could be you. We could be talking about somebody else. We need some context, okay? Let's put this into perspective with a few other cards. Now we've got the Justice card. Okay, it could be there's a partnership with this person. It could be that, well, this could be you, but there is this idea of our relationship with somebody. Okay, and there's the Death card. Okay, because I feel with the Justice card, it's about how we are relating to someone. And either we're the one that's a little bit abrasive or somebody else is a little bit abrasive, and it's preventing, or it's not preventing, but it's interfering a little bit with our kind of, balanced relationship, partnership. Could be a business thing going on. Could be just different personalities, right? So we've got the Death card. We have a 7 of Cups, a 6 of Pentacles, another court card here, the Knight of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, 4 of Cups, the High Priestess, and an Ace of Cups. Wow, very interesting. Very, very interesting indeed. I wonder if there's an older female energy in your life that has passed recently, transitioned into spirit relatively recently, a few months maybe. It could be mom, grandma. I feel as it could be older sibling or something. I feel like that might be this Queen of Wands. They had a soft spot. They were they felt things very deeply. They were very sensitive, but outwardly they were kind of tough, and they were kind of loud, and they didn't really much care what people thought of them, right? I feel like they were always, they always spoke their mind. And they had a bit of a roughness to them, but they had a very, very soft place. And I almost feel as if there's something going on of a legal matter regarding their things, their estate, or maybe not involving their stuff. But I feel that there is some sort of legal thing involved with you, because I feel like you're on the phone with a lawyer or something, right, or some kind of an advisor. It could be that we're in a negotiation. Okay, it could be a work thing. It could be, I don't know what else it could be. The 6 of Pentacles up here is that kind of material success. We want to be made whole again. I feel like there's something that you deserve. There's something that is rightfully yours, and you have to you got to fight for it a little bit, right? Well, let's select the mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. This is a random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. This is the factor infinite and unknown. And we are just going to set, whoops, we got some volunteers. We're going to set this card down over here. We're going to put Tiny Bob Ross right on top. We're not going to look at that card until the very end. But, it will tie everything together. It will give us the confirmation that we need at the end of the reading. If at any point during the reading you feel like you know what it is, though, I want you to put your prediction down in the comments. We can do it together as a group exercise. Now, the volunteer cards. Queen of Swords. Kind of goes with that Knight of Swords, right? The counterpart. A partnership. This is kind of now we are joining forces. So this could be you with the legal counsel, right? We've got an 8 of Cups. We got a 7 of Cups and an 8 of Cups. I almost wonder if this is has nothing to do with this mom or grandma figure. I feel like this is someone who's in spirit that is still with you as your own personal advisor, right? Spirit guide, ancestor energy. Yeah. I feel like this person always told you what was what, but when you were younger, you just kind of said, yeah, whatever. But now you're like really cherishing their advice. Yeah. I feel like they've got a B, but also an L in their name. It could be first or last initial, B or L. But I feel like they are kind of the this tough lady, right? That had the purest of intentions, but is like old school, strong, tough, loud, outspoken, confident. And I feel like that's the kind of advice that you need right now, because I feel as if you're going through a situation that is some kind of a legal or some kind of a negotiation, maybe mediation, but it feels like it's some kind of a legal thing. And I wonder if it has anything to do with the 7 and 8 of Cups, right? The 7 of Cups is sometimes us doing things to excess, right? Taking things a little bit further than we should, right? Not really knowing when to say no or knowing when to stop something. Okay, and then we've got the 8 of Cups, which is us kind of walking away from that stuff, right? And I wonder now because I got that 7 of Cups, right? And I was thinking, what did we get ourselves kind of mixed up in? But then the volunteer card was the 8 of Cups. Okay, you're not mixed up in it anymore. Okay. That gave me a relief, right? Because I see that and I think we're stuck in the quicksand somewhere. We're stuck in the mud, right? And maybe this is what we got ourselves in trouble. We're trying to get out of it. I feel like you've already walked away from that. You already said, this is not for me. I'm out of here. Okay. So I feel like we're leaving this behind. And that could be really a life of overindulgence. It could be addiction. It could be a life of excess, right? It really could be a life of a lack of discernment. Okay. It could be back in the day, right, where none of us really have the best judgment, But I see that those days are behind you. So now I'm wondering what this issue is that's currently going on with you, because I do see the card of discernment, the card of justice, the card of weighing the options, the card of negotiation, the card of the kind of the legal counsel, if you will. And maybe this ancestor energy is kind of acting as your consigliere right now, your trusted advisor. And maybe that's where we're getting this justice card from. Helping you encouraging you maybe to be discerning about something right now. Okay, so I think that's where we are. Because we've got now that 6 of Pentacles and the Death card. And I think the Death card is very appropriate in many ways. Literally, because I feel that this older female energy, the B or the L name, mom, grandma, older sister, maybe great-great-great-grandma, it could be an older friend that had passed, or whoever this person is to you. I feel obviously the Death card applies to them. They are in spirit. I feel like the Death card is also you letting go of this previous energy and perhaps any kind of guilt or remorse or anything that may have been attached to that. Really, we've moved on from that. I feel like the Death card is also talking about a major transition in your earth energy, in your 6 of Pentacles. Now, this could be that you are contemplating a really big move financially or career-wise, yeah. Or in turn, maybe you're retired even. Maybe this is a big risk that you're thinking about taking, a big change, a big transition in your financial life, in your investments, in your purpose, in your physical work, in what you are doing with your time. Even if you're retired, I feel like you still have goals, right? And aspirations. So when I say work on this channel generally, when I say work, I don't just mean your job. I don't just mean that you're 25 to 65 and you're working, right? I mean work. I mean what you're putting your intention into, what your goals and aspirations are, and how you're working to meet those goals. Okay? So that's work. I feel like there's a big transition happening here. And I wonder if we're kind of on the fence about something. We're not sure if we should go forward with it or not go forward with it. We have these two air cards, and one's kind of swooping in this way, and one is boldly looking forward. Maybe there's part of you that wants to just run back to where it was safe, right? And let's say we're contemplating a big career change. Well, this is that part of you that wants to run back to the old career and just hunker down and say, nope, I'm not going out there. I'm going to stay here where it's safe, where I know what I'm doing. But then this, the Queen of Swords, is boldly looking forward and saying, come on, life, I can handle it, right? I love this card. I love this card very much. And I think that this ancestor energy, this B or L name, this grandma energy, is encouraging you to face the future confidently. Not with any kind of, presumption that we know everything, because we don't. We're holding the sword, our sword of discernment, and we're saying, come on, life. Let's see what you got. We're ready for what comes next, okay? And I don't know, maybe it's not a career thing, right? But there is a major shift taking place in your physical existence, in your physical environment, in what you're doing with your hands every day, right? And maybe it's a shift of your goals. Maybe your idea of success. See, this is the Six of Pentacles. This is success, material success, right? This is reaching our goals and having that experience of, I did it, Maybe this means something else to you now, right? Maybe you're involved in one of these kind of major life shifts from your 25 to 65 working career or whatever, and then now it's kind of like that official retirement, and we're doing something else. I don't know. I don't know if everybody retires at 65. I don't think I will. But that's a whole political conversation that I don't want to get into. But just because we reach that age, that retirement age, just because your Social Security kicks in or whatever, doesn't mean that you stop having a purpose. Doesn't mean that you suddenly are without goals. Doesn't mean that you're suddenly not working anymore. I want to be working till my last day. I want to be engaged in pursuing my goals till my last day. I want to have maybe a few more days of rest, when I'm that age, but I still want to have something to pursue. And I think you're in that idea, well, do I just kind of stay home? Do I just retire? Or do I hold my sword of discernment confidently and say, come on, life. See what you got. Well, all we have to do is look at the path of the serpent to see what's going on here, right? This is pure gold. This is pure bliss and happiness. And this, I think, the Ace of Pentacles here, this is you taking that step, taking that next, maybe a very big step, very challenging step toward your new goals. And now I don't know if this is career. I don't know how old you are. I don't know if you're retiring or anything like that. These are just examples, right? Spirit is also showing me sunflowers. What's the sunflower connection with you? You grow them, or you have a tattoo, or there's a picture or something, but I'm seeing a big, bold sunflower for you. Yeah. And maybe that means something connected with grandma here. Maybe it's something else. Yeah. I feel like grandma had something with her spine. I don't know if she was in a wheelchair or if she had difficulty moving, but there's something with her spinal cord, spinal column. Yeah. Maybe there was, maybe something got broken, or there was some issue there, right? Yeah. But she keeps showing me the sunflower. And it's big too. It's like bigger than your head, you know. And I don't know if that's maybe a memory or if maybe she grew sunflowers or something like that. It's a very nice image though. Very, very nice. And maybe it encourages us to start growing that sunflower in our own life, right? Plant that seed. Take that big first step. And it's usually the first step that is the most difficult. Now, was Grandma a teacher or something? Because I kind of see that she's got a lot of kids around her and she's giving instructions. I don't know if she taught a class or if she was a school teacher or she just had a lot of kids and grandkids and stuff. But there's a lot of kids around her and she's kind of like trying to get them all to do what they're supposed to do. Yeah. This is usually the biggest difficulty, taking that first step, going into the unknown, taking that step into uncertainty. Okay? But this is in your general energy. I feel like you are ready for this. You are ready for this. And part of the thing here, I think, is the Four of Cups, because we had the Seven, right? The Seven of Cups. That was exciting. We were out there living our life, doing what we enjoyed, right? Finding pleasure, finding a good time where we could. And it was fun, right? It was nice. We liked it. Kind of just living by the seat of our pants, you know, whatever that means. I don't know if there's innuendo there or not. But we're satisfying our desires, right? And yeah, maybe it can get too extreme at times. And I think that we kind of left that lifestyle behind or left that way of doing things or, you know, that energy. But there's still part of us that needs a little bit of that. Maybe not like that, but something exciting, right? Something to get that water flowing in us again. And I think the Four of Cups is showing us that. It's showing that we're ready for this big shift. We're ready for the transition that we feel is here, right? That we're talking about. With the Death card and the Six of Pentacles. Because right now I feel like your environment is kind of a Four of Cups. It's good, but it's not great. This is, I think we've been feeling kind of like we've been idling. You know, that maybe you reached a certain level of success in your life. You know, you've succeeded at your job, you got your career, you've had some success in other places, relationships or creativity or I don't know. And now it's just like, I want something more. Now we just kind of feel like we're just a cork on the ocean. You know, what do I do? We've got this sailboat. And there's no holes in the boat, it's not sinking. But we're not headed to any party destinations either. So we've got to find something that'll say, all right, raise the sails, put out the oars, start the engines, whatever kind of boat you got, and let's go. Right? Let's do it. And we want that feeling again. But of course, we don't want the Seven of Cups again, because that may be a little bit too much. We need a little bit of discernment. And I think that's what we've got now. And what we're choosing for our future is going to be very healthy, very responsible, very challenging, but very promising. Very, very promising, right? So the Four of Cups, I think, is a perfect card in this position. The High Priestess is interesting. Because when we look at these two major arcana energies, the Libra Justice card and, of course, the High Priestess, we kind of have this logical discernment here, and we have that intuitive feeling energy here. So it's kind of like we're blending the left brain, right brain kind of thing, that we are learning how to trust our instinct, trust our intuition, and how to consciously judge our lives, judge our choices, judge our future, judge our goals, right? With discernment. Now we're trying to exercise good judgment, right? And we know that good judgment comes through a little bit of intuition, or a bit of intuition. Okay. And this is the difficulty, though, I think here is trusting yourself. I think we have this connection with this ancestor energy. I still think this is a grandma type of energy. We still have that connection there, which I think is very important to you. And I think kind of what this energy, this spiritual energy, this grandma energy is telling you is that you've got to trust yourself. That you've got to know that you're capable of making the right decisions on your own. You know? That I think we're ready for this fresh start. I think we're ready for this, to find this Holy Grail. This is kind of we're setting out, we're putting the first foot on the path of our new quest for our Holy Grail. Okay? And I think that you're ready. I think that you're ready for that. Yeah. Now, Grandma's also showing me that she was a bit of a drinker too, right? But she didn't drink just anything. She had something from, I don't know, from the old country, it feels like, because it feels like it's Grandma, maybe even great or great grandma. But there's some special drink that she has. I don't know if she made it or her family made it or something, but there's something that she would like to drink. And it's a clear alcohol. I don't know what it's called, but it's something kind of regional, you know. Anyway, I think too the idea here is not to not for you to re-engage in that kind of behavior. Okay, so I don't know if you had a little bit of a habit of imbibing, or perhaps something else, but there's this message to don't go back that way, go forward. Don't go backwards. Yeah. And the Ace of Cups is that new love, that new passion, that new Holy Grail. It could be a romantic relationship, sure. But this is that one true love, that purpose, that new goal that you have. Okay. And I think that you're getting confirmation that it's time, that you're ready for this. Yeah. And the end result, I think, this is the last card, right? This is you finding that purpose. Doesn't mean you're attaining it, right? Because we're starting out on the path. And eventually we want to get this accomplished too. We want to get another Six of Pentacles. I think you've already accomplished a lot in your life. And now this is the next quest, right? That we will soon accomplish too. And it has that very fresh feeling of like, we're just setting out on this path. Just starting my quest. I'm still full of energy and zest and enthusiasm. Let's look at the mystery card though. Yeah. I'm kind of thinking this is going to be a 10 of Wands, but perhaps not. Because I feel like we have this enthusiasm now, and things are going to get tough, right? This is a quest, this is a journey, this is a struggle, this is something that we want to accomplish, and it's not meant to be easy. If you have a prediction for the mystery card, I want you to put it down in the comments. I'm kind of thinking it's going to be some fire energy here. Let's see. Yeah, it is. It is fire energy. It's the Judgment card. Rebirth, reawakening, the baptism by fire. The beginning of a new era. Spirit is blowing the trumpet right in your face saying, wake up. Yeah. So I feel that I feel like you're hearing the call. The call to this new quest. You're hearing the song of this Ace of Cups, right? Singing to you. Pulling at your heart. And that spirit really trying to wake you up and say, it's time for the next phase of your life. So this is, again, a confirmation that we're talking about here, a big transition from one stage of life to another. Either from one career to the next one passion to the next one. Maybe you're retiring, that could apply here too. But it's a definite shift. This is a fiery doorway to the rest of your life. Yeah. And Spirit's telling you to hold your sword of discernment. Don't go backwards. and go through that doorway, or more like it's a doorway, come over here. Yeah. Very good confirmation card. This is a major major life-changing moment for you. Yeah. We're going to do an extended reading too. If you want to check that out, there is a link up top or there's one down below. New readings for Aquarius every Thursday and Sunday, 6 a.m. Chicago time. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It is totally free, does not cost you anything. Leave a comment, let me know where in the world you're watching from. I want you to know that you're the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you and I love you, and we're all in this together.